suit namin, dalawa.
Alam mo,
pinaghandaan namin na mabuti yan.
Ewan ko dito kay paring Swarly. Basta ako na unang pumunta dito at ako na nagsuot. Ewan ko kung ginagaya mo talaga ako, paring Swarly.
Ano lang to?
Soulmate.
Serendipity. Ano may serendipity?
Pero mapapagalataan nyo na kung sinong di nanonood ng stream kanina. Hi, Nakyu. And anyway, LGD versus LFY right now for our grand final matchup. It's gonna be Earth Spirit na naman para kay Victoria. Napaka-successful nila dito. 50% win rate in 6 games. Not bad. 50% naman for the pack of LFY. Pero 2 games played lang naman.
Well, pwede rin siyang in a way, it works both ways. Kasi you deny the Earth Spirit from si Afu. Afu, galing din yun na Earth Spirit.
Definitely.
You can definitely not deny that. Kapatid ba ni Swarly si Armel Tabis? Lagi na lang natatanong yan no?
Pwede naman.
Hindi kayo magkapatid, pero pareho lang kami laging malakas mag-TA. Yun na lang.
TA Lords ka pala, paring Swarly. Pwede naman. Nasa confidence is key, sabi nga nila.
Confidence is key. Maski wala kang alam kung gusto mo mag-mid. Mag-mid ka.
Yes, that's true.
Ayaw mo naman yung mga in-joker dyan na nakakalaro yung shoutout sa lahat ng mga in-joker dyan.
Siyempre, DDC, the GOAT of international events.
Isang
beses pa lang, isang Valve-sponsored event lang hindi napunta ni DDC. Pero in terms of TI, every time nakakasal siya from TI1 up to this day. And looking back, 7 years na yun. This DDC is
veteran.
Sobrang veteran talaga. Siguro hindi siya as flashy as other ones, but it's still DDC.
Definitely. Parang ano pa rin yan. Alam mo naman, parang si ROTK, parang he just silently gets the job done.
Yeah. That GOAT.
No, definitely DDC. Shadow Shaman, sobrang sikat na pick yan ngayon recently. Especially with the sunod-sunod na mga buff na nakuha.
Napakataas ng base damage.
Attack range buff din.
Actually, the thing with Shadow Shaman, especially with the Chinese team, 2 layers of explanation. Number 1, yung kanyang dalawang disable agad courtesy of the Hex as well as Shackles. And yung Ether Shock, sobrang nasty level 1 skill. And you would really notice na yung mga teams dito, pinaprioritize na yung level 1 Ether Shock with 140 damage during sa parang initial gank, yung level 1 gank na nag-smoke sila, naglalagay sila ng ward. Sobrang effective nun. Kasi you dish out 140 damage and napakababa din ng cooldown. It's just 8 seconds.
Don't forget the normal attack damage din na mapaprovide ng Shadow Shaman.
Sure. Second naman is yung the Shadow Shaman Wars, of course. Yan naman yung kanyang
easy objective
tricks of the
transition. Tsaka isa siya mga solo supports. Supports na they can really push down at tower by themselves. Parang in the Jakiro.
Apply pressure.
In the Jakiro mode. Pero, yeah.
But again, yung both dun sa Shadow Shaman Wars na nakapag-push siya, the thing is, yung mga carry ngayon, na pinipili ng mga teams is usually the melee or yung mga mabagal attack speed pero one time big time yung hits, like for example the Sven, yan yung mga usually na carries, the Weaver as well. But the thing is, hindi nila kayang i-shutdown yung Serpent Wards as easily. Parang wala sila yung mga Medusa, hindi sikat. Terrorblade is decent but not picked usually. But yun yung mga carries na hindi na kayang makapatay agad ng Serpent Wards, hindi yun napipili ng teams. That's why he's the Serpent Wards right now. Talagang napakalakas na meta. And then you will just have a parang zone out na mid lane, katulad ng Invoker. Maglalapag lang siya ng EMP, wala na kayong magagawa under the wards. Usually na strategy ng teams.
Tama. Especially with the slow-paced way that Chinese teams like to play, alam mo naman, they don't force things. They always wait for the opponent to make a mistake, diba? Parang that's when they strike. It's making less, parang Chinese Dota is all about making less mistakes than your opponent. Pero sila mga LFY, picking up the Visage. So, interesting na parang mo kahapon, diba? Linaro ng OG na mid yung Visage. So, do you think pwede nilang gawin yung ngayon or will this likely just be the safe support Visage?
I think this is just the support kasi meron na silang pack dito. I mean, they have 3 potential cores dito and I think na yung Visage mapunta dito sa support role. And actually, it's just no-tail lang naman talaga na mahilig mag-ganun yung mag-core na Visage kasi magaling siya mag-micro and his team works around it. And naturally naman kasi si no-tail, hindi naman siya yung parang greedy carry Parang playmaker carry siya, hindi siya yung farm type na carry. Unless Sven yung gamit niya, yun lang naman yung tsaka Luna, pag ganun lang siya nagiging greedy carry. But I think Visage sa core is very good, but oh my goodness. Okay, very nasty.
The Draw Ranger Visage
Draw
combo.
Ranger Visage combo.
Medyo throwback na strategy to. Napakatagal ng
super nasty.
Precision, aura, and the familiars easily
all
taken
this play,
down.
all this play in the book.
Oh, one of the oldest plays in the book. Tingnan mo naman yan. Anyways,
para gusto ko yung Gyrocopter though from the LGD squad because it's one way to deal with the familiars while still dealing damage to support.
As well as I like how the Gyro is one of those aggressive ano rin naman. Siyempre, can fight from a very early level, especially with the rocket barrage. Pati yung cooldown, diba, a lot of team fight potential. Na LGD Gaming, 3 heroes pa lang, pero you already see what they can throw in a team fight. Especially against a draw na very weak early on.
Yep.
And then we don't
Can be run over.
A good pick against a draw can pressure her from a very early stage. Siyempre, alam mo naman how vulnerable.
Okay. Dito Dota.
Okay. Sige. Anyways, yan, Broodmother, it can really just pressure a Draw Ranger from a very early point. Tapos, siyempre, kailangan siya alagaan. So that Visage, Earthshaker, kung support man nga yan, they have to protect the Draw Ranger. So,
for sure.
Space ka agad para sa side ng LGD.
So actually, yung LGD dito, meron sila nung way para mag-deal with the Broodmother, pero LFI wala. Sabi ko nga kanina, yung Gyrocopter dito with the flak cannon, kaya niyang i-shut down yung Visage familiars kasi pwede niyang atakihin using the flak cannon and then still deal the damage sa cores dun sa isang team fight. Yung LFA wala silang ganun eh. They only have the Draw Ranger na pwedeng kainin agad ng isang Broodmother dahil single target base siya. Ang key dito for LFY, I think, is, of course, the Earthshaker that can land yung Echo Slam on the
11 has to be very careful kasi, you know,
sure.
pag marami siyang Spiderlings, he really can't commit that much unless he knows kung nasa yung Earthshaker na. And even more so once the Earthshaker just actually gets his dagger na.
Queen of Pain.
Back. So,
Queen of dito. Ikaw talaga. Tinispoil mo yung mga tropa pips natin. So, dapat kunwari, ganito technique niya, parang parang Swarly. Kunwari, pag narinig mo yung audio cue, kunwari, they might pick the Bristleback. Ganun. Para biglang
para kunyari alam natin. Pero wag naman na yun.
Joke lang.
Siyempre, hindi naman kami ganun. Pag nag-a-analyze kami, from the heart analysis yan. And from the brain, hindi pala from the heart.
Pero yun nga, Bristleback makes sense kasi ito yung kulang sa side ng LFI. Kailangan nila ng spammable na damage doon sa mga Spiderlings, kaya Broodmother, to at least deal with it. But I think they will go for the mid lane dahil super
is on
super ang magbe-Bristleback dito.
Super maybe on that Queen of Pain. So exciting. I mean,
lagi
naman lagi na papag-usapan na si SCCC, yung talagang Chinese god sa Queen of Pain, pero you know, you can never count si maybe out.
Definitely. I think maybe is one of the I would say siya yung pinakamagaling talaga na mid laner ngayon sa China scene.
Really over SCC.
Yeah. I would say kasi parang may factor man rin yung konting experience niya. S-Triple-C is very good mechanically pero I think yung maybe may smarts din siya eh. Parang gano'n. Lalo na pag nakita niyo siya mag-invoker, grabe, it's all on point. Parang more, sige ganito. S-Triple-C is a very good solo player but I think si maybe yung team mas complete. Mas magaling siya makipag-combo sa team niya. Kung makikita nyo, parang orchestrated lagi yung mga ganks nila kapag si maybe yung nag-execute.
So, okay. Exciting game. Game 1 na ating Grand Finals ng Mars Dota League 2017.
We are, sa Radiant side dito. This is, Grand Finals na mga chong. So, best of 5. This is just game 1. LFI on the Radiant side. DDC ang ating support Visage dito. Afu on that support Earthshaker as well. Super naman. Position to Bristleback dito. Monet on that Draw Ranger. And last but not least, it's Inflame sa kanyang puck.
Side naman ng LGD, that is Yao on the Shadow Shaman, Victoria on the Earth Spirit, Somnus, aka maybe, on that Queen of Pain, Ame on that Gyrocopter, tsaka si Old 11. Actually, 11 na lang ang pangalan niya ngayon. On the Broodmother. Bumata na daw siya. You know, it's all in the, it's all in the mind. Age is only a number.
Actually, di naman talaga matanda si 11.
Sa bagay. Sinabayan lang niya sina Old Lanham.
Si Old Chicken kasi.
Tsaka si Old Lanham.
Pero I think naunang mag-Old 11 si 11. Tapos sumunod na lang si Old Lanham. Kasi si Lanham talaga yung talagang old.
Matanda na talaga.
Siya yung talagang old dun sa e-home niya. SE home of 2015 and 12.
Ngayon parang advantage
Nakakamiss.
talaga yung Chinese teams eh. Sobrang dami nilang mga veterano sa scene. So they really have good mentors to mold their young guns eh. Kaya naman parang bata ka pa lang, itinuturuan ka na ng mga Lanov, ng mga Burning, ng mga DDC. Shao 8.
It's gonna be an honor, definitely. And now, mukhang, okay, this is gonna be a safe lane bristleback. I really like this kasi this is their way para tapatan yung Broodmother. Although, mukha si Broodmother nasa top.
Nag-shift din sila ng lane. So, aggressive tri-lane sila against that Broodmother.
Layer versus layer of adjustment dito for both teams. So, ayan, ang adjustment dito, ganun pa rin mangyari. Draw Ranger will still go up against the Broodmother. But I think na kailangan nilang I think that they need to swap lanes. But then Flame will be your position 2 dito so far. They're mid laner. So
nakita mo ba mag-Pucks in Flame?
Yeah, for sure.
I mean, Flame, ano na rin yan? Isa rin sa mga... Anyways, as we say...
Spirit landing the rolling ball there. There's a little bit of Quill spray dito, but still be taken down by Yao with the 71 base attack dito para sa... average base attack para sa Shadow Shaman.
Alam mo naman gagawin na sa Bristleback.
74 pala.
Pressure mo kaagad ang Bristleback before he even gets a chance to get tanky.
Level 2. Yeah.
Tignan mo naman yan, that is a very potent tri-lane from LGD. Rolling Boulder, Shadow Shaman, Shackles, or Ether Shock, pati naman yung Rocket Barrage ng Gyrocopter. And there we go, nag-rotate na nga sila kaagad.
This is naman dapat talagang ginawa dito. Unfortunately, LGD was one step ahead, kumbaga, sa pag-recognize ng gagawin ng LFY. And Bristleback will have a more decent lane matchup dito kung siya ay kalaban niya Broodmother.
Tsaka he won't be pressured as much, definitely.
And anyway, Victoria again gets a kill on one lane.
There we go, the power of that tri-lane. Nakakatakot talaga yung tri-lane combination na yan.
First, the Shackles talaga, one of the... This is why, I think na-discuss ko rin ng konti dun sa draft twice kung ba't Shadow Shaman na masyadong pinipili. Ang dami niyang options for level 1 fight.
Kung kulang kayo ng disable, you can go for that Shackles. If you need that extra burst na may magandang disable na kayo, then you can go for that Ether Shock. There we go. Tamang-tama. One-point analysis, Kuya Will.
Siyempre naman. May ask lang ako about Battle Pass. Ano yun? Ba't tayo mo pakitanong? Dapat tinanong mo na agad.
Sinabi daw nito, LGD daw mananalo. Oo nga, LGD
tama naman.
LGD talaga mananalo.
Pag natalo LGD dito, ewan ko na lang.
Imposible yata matalo ang LGD dito.
But here comes LGD, the main squad, again, adjusting. They really want the better lane matchup dito. Grabe, sobrang... Uy, tingnan mo.
Nice block from the Gyrocopter.
Yeah, I think what is his items already? Look at that.
Another barrage coming in, and that is another death para kay Bristleback.
Meron siyang boots and windlace. That's why nagulatan ako. Paano niya na-outrun? He has 390 move speed as compared to 290 ng Bristleback. Kaya niya nakala ko may face boots agad siya.
Pero
it just felt like meron siyang face boots.
Very good early itemization
for sure
dito.
And now they go on to 11. Na-dust nila dito. They're still chasing. Medyo magandang jokes so far. 11 might get away, and he will get away indeed.
Yeah, unfortunately dito para sa kanila 90 gold wasted para sa LFY. They're already struggling in the early game.
Samantala dito sa mid lane, nakakuha sila sa puck. You were saying?
Very early malas ang LFY dito. Not really malas, but they're really getting outplayed little by little. That early windlace on that Gyrocopter, pati yung yung dust nila being wasted. Pag mag-dust ka ng Broodmother within a 3-line, mahirapan ka rin talaga. It's not gonna work out.
Yeah, it's 3-line pa rin yun eh. Kailangan mo pa rin mag-juke around it. But sabi mo nga outplay from LGD, I would say na yes, outplay siya, pero more on out-to-wit. Mas matalino yung una nila. First step nila, alam nila yung laning matchup dito. Mas maganda. There's the Shackles once again, and frontal assault mula kay Ame. Look at that, Rocket Barrage and the stun. Ame will get the kill.
Min-maxing talaga nila dito, as in they're making sure they hit the Bristleback from the front.
Yep.
So, making full use of that windlace talagang itong si Ame. Ame, medyo bata pa siyang carry, pero you know how his mechanics are really getting up there. Dati medyo mahina pa, makulit, pa yung hero pool niya, parang Sven, Juggernaut, ganun lang yung mga nalalaro niya dati. Pero now he can play almost any of the top tier carries.
And pagdating sa point na may face boots na dito si Gyrocopter, mas mamomoble na ngayon ang Bristleback, and I think they need to address the situation. And now, they are parang feeding the Bristleback against the tri-lane. It's not very good, especially with the damage output na meron ng isang tri-lane. Na ito yung mga nakakamiss. Kasi Gyrocopter, sobrang sikat niya nung Evil Genius era na talagang it will win any type of tri-lane matchup kasi napakadami ng damage output. You only need 1 stun and kapag may 2 stuns kayo, sure kill kung sino man ang humarap sa'yo sa lane na yun. Diba? Unless it's a pop.
Yung era na yun, tawag pa nga nila sa Gyrocopter, Gyrocopter, diba? Pero nag-fall off siya definitely, pero sa Mars Dota League, there have been a lot of impressive Gyrocopter performances. When in China, naman.
When in China. Tsaka ano lang naman eh. Dati siya yung first pick material, yung Gyrocopter. Ngayon, nasa niche pick na lang siya na it fits certain roles. Right now, it fits. There's no Dream Coil connecting on 2. Soul Assumption will be there. Takes down the Queen of Pain, Victoria, falling low. You will be hit by the Sorry Orb and we will be taken down. In Flame facilitates for 2 kills. And DDC was there to help him.
There we go. Shadow Strike almost kills him, pero very good usage ng face shield kanina. Kanina, yung isang right click din ni Earth Spirit almost could have secured that Shadow Strike kill, pero napaka-perfect na face shield para sa kanya. He picks up a regeneration. So, RNG going in the way of Inflame this early on.
Definitely. Now, it's gonna be a lot of push dito. I mean, pressure dito sa may bottom lane, but there will be super para makapag-defend dito. Now he gets the lane matchup that he wants, but I think it's too late, I would say.
Actually, kanina he tried to get it pa rin, pero look at that. He's 12 last hits in the 6-minute mark. So, not exactly what you want from your technically position 1 Bristleback.
But here comes the Shackle once again. Meron ng cooldown and the damage will be there again. How many times we will say this? The tri-lane of LGD really with the Gyrocopter. So much damage in the early stage of the game. And now they have 6 kills. And actually, 2-0-3 ang Gyrocopter dun.
At saka si Victoria really showing
another one. Kakabuhay lang. Hindi na tama yung rolling boulder. Do they have the Shackle? There you go. There is a little bit of pressure, but here comes the puck. Their Dream Call will be committed. 1 down already. The Shadow Shaman. At malalatman. Snap nila yung Dream Call dito. 1 more hit from the tower. And that's a kill. 2 down on the side of LGD. Unfortunately, walang mana dito in Gyrocopter for the additional bracket barrage.
But at least he got out cleanly, which is the best you could get out of in that position na nag-rotate yung mid laner ng LFY.
Still a big win for LFY though. So
yeah, true.
All things considered.
2 kills. Pero as I was saying kanina, I was saying na almost wala pang na-miss na rolling boulder. Right before right as I was supposed to say.
Caster's Curse tawag dyan.
No, nga biglang hindi tumama at namatay yung aggressive roaming support nila. Pero
beautiful.
Here we go. Soul Assumption is actually like for their lineup, they have a whole lot of nukes nga talaga that will really help that Visage get the the lineup talaga of LFY in general, so with for the Soul Assumption as well as the Throw Ranger. And it's rolling boulder
and the Queen of Pain is here. The Sonic Wave sa harap ni Bristleback, and that's 1 dead. Warthog? Warthog ba siya?
Dead.
Bristleback. Ano ba siya? Ano bang...
May race yan dati eh, pero may race pa siya ng StarCraft, pero ay StarCraft, Warcraft, pero hindi ko na maalala.
Na mga Bristleback or...
Oo, may race.
Ang Bristleback?
Hindi, may race. May tawag sa race nila.
Okay.
Like may proper term. Kasi parang sa Silk Breaker, may ano rin yan eh.
May lore din siya.
May lore din siya. Anyways, may tinatanong dito si Leo B16. Di ba ang LFY atabs lang ng LGD? Dati, nung umpisa, talagang parang youth team lang sila ng LGD. Pero with this lineup, parang this is a first team of another team.
Basically. Actually, hindi ko masabi na atabs.
May mga bata, they have the youth. Some youth. Hindi
siya youth kasi na group. Alam niyo yung Forever Young, actually, matanda sila. Noong time na merong LGD at LGD.FY, nung first conception nun,
yun yung atabs lang talaga.
Yung matatanda, nasa LGD.Forever Young. Nandun si Yao, si Xiao 8, and may isa pang si Super. So sila yung matatanda nun sa LFY. Tapos yung LGD, puro bata. Tapos ang pinaka-veteran na nila nun, si Maybe. Hindi naman super veteran pa si Maybe. So, ang talagang bata nun, yung LGD. Tapos LFY, matatanda. Kaya nga sila tawag na Forever Young.
Okay.
Kasi, ano sila, parang mga gang of...
feeling bata.
Feeling bata.
Anyway, smoke breaks finally. Fall down has been
nandito.
committed.
But nice stun though. The Dream Coil will be there. There is gonna be the Hex applied. Pero may haste rune siya dito. Makakatakbo siya. And there you go. The kill on the Shadow Shaman. 2 down on the side of LGD. And the LFY squad.
No, they're finally getting something done. Pero yun nga,
Double
LGD's aggression being punished. Alam mo, Gyrocopter, you can play him very as aggressively as you want in the early game. Pero yun nga, pag ma-punish ka, punish ka. Pero I think Gyrocopter should have gotten some stacks first. At least before going for that. He needs to reach that next powers level. You know, wala pa siya. He hasn't gotten his Mask of Madness yet. I think he should have went for that before going for that gank.
Definitely.
Kasi you know, you always have to abuse your power timings. And definitely LGD, medyo na-excite.
Yeah, I would say
na yun.
they should have waited for something else. Tama ka naman, parang it's
Power
true
spike.
na maganda na mga i-abuse mo nga naman yung power spike mo, pero wala pa sila doon sa power spike.
Wala pa nga
eh.
Na-excite, basically. Na-excite sila. They thought na they could still take a fight, pero yung lineup nila, it's all about making the space. If an LFY heroes commit for the Broodmother, that's when they should go for their rotations. Kasi meron may iwan yun.
Top lane,
Solo
they
farming.
will kill. Inflame will get the kill onto Victoria, so there's no killing spree so far. Ay, tama ba? Killing spree siya nun, diba?
No.
Yeah, 3-1 and 4. Okay, so first death and then 3 kills. Then he has got now. Meron siya na siyang Veil of Discord. Samantala dito sa bottom lane, 11. Nag-a-apply na pressure sa Torre. Still dealing a lot of damage. He does have the Midas. More Spiderlings to come his way. What is the answer para sa LFY? It looks like ang answer nila is yung Bristleback making his way downtown, I would say. Making his way downtown. At
Mala Terry Crews.
yeah, Terry Crews talaga, hindi si ano eh. Hindi yung original na
Terry Crews talaga yun.
Hindi yung original na singer no ano 1000 Miles. But here you go. Dream Call committed para kay Broodmother. And that is a dominating streak para sa Puck. That's 4 heroes committed, but I think that's still fine. Maaga-aga pa naman para mag-overcommit. Would say. Mid lane, the defense wala kay Visage ito.
Okay,
Best of 5.
Yes, nasagot na yung tanong. May nagtanong, tapos may sumagot din. Mga kabarangay talaga,
Siyempre.
nagmamahalan lang.
Siyempre.
Ganun naman talaga. Basta
Tulong-tulong
pareho kayong
lang.
barangay. Pagmamahal lang ibibigay.
Yes.
Anyways, Puck now, leading the network short. Item check na tayo yan. Veil of Discord halfway towards his Blink Dagger. So once he does get that Blink Dagger, it will make everything easier talaga para sa LFY.
Oh, Somnus or maybe Find Super.
Maybe.
No, 20%
Super
na lang
low.
HP. Very low indeed. Nag-scout na lang dito si Maybe para alam niya na walang backup. There you go. Maybe.
Waiting for that right angle na humarap siya.
Yep.
Yun lang yung hinihintay nga.
1 kill. And now, will he be punished? It seems like the answer is no. Monet doesn't know where he is. Go for the TP out. They kind of sniffing him out though. Di nila alam and they will just back down. There's a problem dito na kailangan nilang i-address. That's the bottom lane. Being pressured by a bit. Samantala sa top lane, that's a Gyrocopter. So magandang spacing so far dito. Although LGD super being aggressive right now on the Earth Shaker. Does he have the damage? It will be enough with the help of 11. At hindi ko alam kung bakit sobra todo ang ngiti dito ni Majid. Fall down, catches 2 sa first rocket. Nag-ibay a follow-up. Magandang chain stun mula din sa familiars dito para maka-back down ang LFY. Although 11 is still chasing. The dust will be popped. The damage will be there. And the Queen of Pain ultimate. Nandito na the Scream of Pain. The damage was enough. They take down 2 after that. And easy transition into taking objectives. I would say napakaganda na push ng LGD. Meron silang Broodmother. Meron pa silang Shadow Shaman dito. And that tower is done for. Super doing the best he can. But he might be punished if he oversteps right now. And they might just farm out itong Serpent Wars dito. That's all she wrote. Yeah, 9-11. Yeah.
Tignan mo yung ginawa ng LGD. They waited for that. Tama, yung ginawa nila. They waited for that power level. Got objectives, got the mid 1 tower. Na-expend nila yung Shadow Shaman ultimate. So, the best they can do, wait for another power timing.
Yep.
Level. Abuse this. Kasi Broodmother is making a lot of space for them. They really have to commit towards that Broodmother or kaya that will be a easy tier 2 tower for the side of LGD.
Yun naman talagang dahilan kung ba't ka pumipili sa Broodmother. You want those powers, to make that space para sa team mo. And thing with Broodmother, hindi mo siya pwedeng hindi pansinin kasi napakadaming damage siyang pwedeng i-deal sa kanyang mga opponents.
Plus with that Midas, really, he's gonna stay on top of that network chart parang anyway you look at it. Anyway, si Matt 30, tinatanong na naman ako kung ano, ngayon na pa daw siya pansinin na naman daw
dito, may grave shield lang muna. After this, the solo champion, so much damage and DDC will take that kill. Ano yung tanong ni ano?
Ayan, kaya naman ako kapatid ko ba daw si Armel Tapin.
Hindi naman, pero dito, there is gonna be the gyrocopter trying to deal the damage from the front side, but there will be the stun call down on top and they will take him down. Actually, 11 gets the last hit, turns that Warthog into spiders. Beautiful connection.
Oo nga eh, parang ano lang yan eh, ecosystem. Yung namatay na Warthog, kinain na ng mga spiders. So, parang ganun, ecosystem yan, bitch.
Oo, ano. Kumbaga, food network, parang ganun ba?
Anyway, si Matt, hindi ko kapatid si Armel Tapios.
Oo, hindi pa.
Hindi. Hindi kami related, pero isipin mo na lang yun.
Sunday uniform daw natin to, pare. Ano.
Sunday uniform natin?
Oo. Actually, may pagkakaiba naman pala. Diagonal yung pattern nung kay Swarty.
Almost the same.
Same set. Diba? Parang may time na rin nasabay tayong ganito eh, no?
Hindi.
Wala ba?
Hindi, parang may jacket pa tayo nun, kaya hindi ganun kahalata.
Siguro.
Kaya, hindi. Nangyari yun, hindi ako magkakasta sa baba ako nagtatrabaho.
Oo.
Alam mo yun.
Oo, tama. Grabe.
Okay lang yun, lagi naman nilang napapagkamalan. Hindi ko alam kung pa. Basta pareho kaming galing mag-Dota.
Yeah, tama naman. At hindi kami, hindi, cancer kaya ata, sorry eh. Ako hindi ako cancer.
Hindi ako cancer. Anong
hindi ka ba
pinagsasabi mo? Parang alam mo naman ako, lagi ako nag-a-adjust pagkalaro kita.
Yap.
Hindi ako namimili.
Hindi, lalala ko na kaya ko masabi kasi may parang isang beses na nagkaaway kayo ni ZDS. Pero ikaw, chill. Akala ni ZDS, galit siya galit ka sa kanya.
Grabe naman to si Jamer Mike.
Ano sabi?
Cancer daw yan si Swarly. Ano ba yan? Huwag mo naman ako siraan.
Boss Wolf, pa-shoutout ulit. Kanina pa ako nanonood from San Francisco, California. What's up sa'yo? What's his name? Di ko mabasa.
Si IJ Castro 11.
IJ Castro 11. Shoutout sa'yo. Salamat sa kanina pang panonood mo. At hindi ko alam kung ba't kaya makakita itong si Maring Manjin. Hindi ko alam. Shackle dito connection. They will take down the Bug. Very important kill dito. That's in flame. And nakita niya naman with the space created by the Broodmother tapos tamang farming patterns mula sa LGD. Napakayaman na ngayon ng mga cores nila. In fact, meron silang 3,000 net worth. Top 3 nga naman sa lahat.
Lahat ng cores. So that is a very big deal this early on. Especially may Hand of Midas on the side of LGD.
Ano nga, ba't ang saya mo ngayon, Manjin?
Oo nga, nagtataka.
May kausap ka ba ng langiti ka dyan? Wala naman. Pero ito tanongin natin.
Ano?
Ato, Manjin, makinig ka pa rin, Manjin. Ito hindi ko na kwento sa'yo eh.
Ano ba yan?
Makinig ka. Makinig din kayo. Paglabas namin na pintuan ni Captain Nate dito mula sa studio, may nakita kami. Si Sir Julius Tabios. May kausap na babae na cheekers. Patay na kay Sir Julius. Chief Julius, saludo kami sa iyo, Chief Julius.
Ano ba yan?
Diba? Ito nga yung sabi namin eh. Bakit hindi mo pinapasok? Bakit pinaghintay mo sa labas? Mainit sa labas? Ba't ganun ka, Sir Julius?
Kasi nakakahiya kung maghintay siya ng 5 oras naman, diba? So wala siyang gagawin.
Anong walang gagawin? Manonood? Papanoorin ka niya. Hindi ba enough yun para sa kanya?
Feeling ko ang boring nun eh.
Hindi. Para sa kanya, hindi, Sir Julius. Grabe ka naman, Sir Julius.
Grabe naman. Sir Kaisam?
Ay, nako, pero dito, the Roshan will be taken at nakita nila si Broodmother dito. No Dream Coil just yet. Although, nakakuha ng kill dito si Maybe. Buyback mula sa Earthshaker. The stun connection on to 2. Meron pang kasamang silent soul assumption. Dealing a lot of damage. Pero ginawang manok si Visage. There you go. The Shackles connection. But he will go up against 3. Ang ganda ng slow dito. Still dealing the damage. Fisher lining up 3 heroes. Soul assumption to kill off the Shadow Shaman. Nag-aabol pa rin ang side ng LGD. Pero tumatakbo ang LFY. 1 for 1 after the buyback. There's the silence para sa Puck. The Sonic Wave will be there and the damage will be enough. Puck is down. Medyo mapapatay din dito. The Fisher, quite decent, but the dieback para sa Earth Spirit dito. Earthshaker, they're still chasing. Ame though, getting kited. The homing missile connects. Pero mukhang siya yata mapapatay dito. The damage, no. The Aegis will be popped. Monet still alive by sliver of HP. Somewhere elsewhere dito, si Queen of Melee napatay din. Maybe down. There's the rolling boulder, will not connect, and they need to back down. Homing missile though, and 11 wants it, but he should back down, and indeed he will. So, in the end, ilan ang namatay? Parang Swarly.
Aegis down by dieback on the Earthshaker. A very hard decision on that dieback, by the way, para sa Earthshaker. That was a lost fight. They tried to salvage it. They didn't really salvage it as much as you would have liked, especially with the buyback, pero at least
the Drow Ranger survived. But no, they sniffed out the Broodmother, and that is another kill para sa LFY. Although they killed Maybe ito. Napatay nila yung Maybe, pero napatay din si Puck. Aegis was popped.
And
pero buhay si Drow Ranger.
Shaker, Shadow Shaman then died on the sideline. The power of the Soul Assumption. Really na-control alt-delete lang siya.
Totoo yan.
Halos walang ginawa si Wizard. Nakaabang lang siya mag-Soul Assumption sa Shadow Shaman and control alt-delete. May mag-shoutout dito sa Alcala, Pangasinan. Boss Warley, Uncle Wolf, Team Swolfly.
Swolfly. Sobrang meta.
Swolfy.
Ano ba maganda? Wolfy. Ewan ko. Isipan natin yan.
Wolfy?
Parang puro wolf na lang yun. Dapat fair. Swarlof. Oy, Swarlof. Medyo tunog
Parang Russian ba?
Russian na ewan
Ano tayo? CIS cast na nga po.
CIS casters.
Ay.
Bravo. Pero yun nga, parang Idol, Sir Julius.
Ano ba yan?
Sino ba? Ano ba yan? Girlfriend mo ba yun? Ano ba?
Wala.
Nako, meron to. Nahuli ni Victoria si Puck. There is gonna be the magnetize, pero Puck will just phase shift out of that danger zone. Magandang Fisher din mula doon sa kanyang Earthshaker na tumulong para hindi makapag-follow up yung the rest of LGD doon sa time na yun. Good support. Isang true support dito. Si Earthshaker.
I think the power,
Smurf.
Swirl. Hindi, to clarify, ano pa lang naman, dating pa lang.
Ay, wow.
Ganun pa lang naman.
Siyempre.
Hindi naman.
Sir Julius. Sir Julius. Shoutout Swarly at Wolf sa mga taga-Pasig 24/7 Computer Shop. Lagi naka-stream to hanggang matapos. Wow, salamat Fukita. Actually, familiar siya araw-araw nga nagpapashoutout si Fukita. And maraming salamat sa iyo, paring Fukita. Fukita. Naka po, may GF na pala itong si Idol Swarly. Jamer Mag.
Ano naman? Jumping to conclusions
wow,
naman.
Relax ka lang, Jamer.
Relax lang. Wala pa naman. Ano pa lang? Dating.
dating.
Alam mo, modern tayo ngayon
dapat dating lang muna. Wala nang Hindi, iba yung courting sa dating Pero
iba nga Parang mas formal or mas
traditional ang courting. Tama.
Definitely.
Pasyal naman Boss Wolf from Malolos, Bulacan. Sino yan? Hindi ko alam.
Ayan, nakasama na tuloy si Manjin sa usapan.
Hindi ko mabasa yung si taga Malolos, sorry. Layo kasi doon sa Twitch natin.
20.
Oo. Dami nang inahayang. Nako, matay tayo dyan. Mabati po yung crush ko na si Jasmine Eve. Sabi ni Sirius Black. Okay. Sirius Black.
Hey, anyways, Riptodly committed. Pero there won't be enough. Anyways, Earthshaker last siya ngayon sa network chart. Medyo nag-fall off naman talaga yung support Earthshaker kumpara sa offlane Earthshaker. Kasi sobrang konti lang ng opportunity ng support Earthshaker to get something done Na he won't get his dagger, so yung Echo Slam niya won't be as efficient. Tapos yung Fishers niya, syempre, without, parang one at a time lang. Kasi yung sustain niya, he won't have that Thread Soul Ring na sobrang sikat ngayon na combination, diba?
That's quite, I think tama naman yung ganung idea. Petas Hex will be there para sa Visage. There's a Serpent Ward committed dito. Soul Assumption will come up soon, pero hindi na yata. The Chain Stun will be there. Another layer of disabled dito. Sonic Wave to kill off the Puck. Here is the chase onto the Bristleback. They are dealing a lot of damage. At tumarap na sila dito. The Gust deals 2, but that will not be enough to push back the rest of LGD. And don't look now, 4 na ngayon ang patay sa LFY.
No buybacks available. Pushed out very heavily ang top lane. So
Okay, this is the push strat. Walang Shadow Wards na kinailangan dito, but they do have a lot of spiders. And this is a homecoming. Dahil
may webs na available. So.
Parating na, di ba may ano ngayon, may Spider-Man ngayon na homecoming.
Homecoming, hindi ko nga napapanood eh.
Uy, sakto na dito rin si Iron Man, no? Si Ame. Pwede rin Iron Man.
Gyrocopter.
Gyrocopter. Iba talaga yung Team Manalo. Oo, grabe.
Team Manalo.
Napanood mo ba yung Team Manalo kahagabi? Grabe, sobrang lap trip. Yun na dapat panoorin nyo. Panoorin nyo yung
MDL?
game. Oo, MDL yun. Game 1 ng OG versus newbie. The cast. Ito na yung debut cast ng Team Manalo. Sobrang lupit. Boss Wolf Charlie pa-shoutout naman, sabi ni Ner_04. Kuya Wolf pa-shoutout naman, sana mapansin na ako ni Idol Bimbo, sabi ni Cesar. Uy, what's up Cesar? Cesar,
best of 5 nga ito. Caddy 20. So, 9,000 lead. Really, ang gagawin lang ng LGD dito is box out LGD.FY from their own jungle. Be sure na ma-ward up nila yun para just, make sure LGD.FY gets almost no farm. And syempre, a draw ranger na behind is usually never a good sign.
Definitely.
That hero always has to play from ahead.
Oo, parang sasabi dito rin para Swarly, yung draw ranger hindi pwedeng talo sa laning stage. Kaya ang way lang, hindi siya magandang comeback hero. Unless of course makakuha siya ng Aghanim Scepter tapos makaka-find sila ng pick up. But in general mga chong, yung draw ranger kailangan nasa abante kumbaga in terms of net worth lagi.
And tingnan mo, that's just 2 towers down, 25 minutes in. For a Draw Ranger lineup, sobrang not using it to its potential talaga.
Wolf, ginagaya kayo ni Manjin kagabi. Oo nga, nandito kami noon habang ginagaya kami kaya sobrang tawa kami ng tawa.
Paano yun?
Basta may gumagawa sila ng impressions ng mga caster. Sobrang laugh trip. Ayun, halata talaga yung mga hindi nanonood ng stream dito. Joke lang.
Kailangan ko pa rin yun. Nasa Mineski TV naman yung mga replays, diba? Mineski TV, YouTube.
Boss, bawi kayo na Boss Manjin. Hindi kasi ako marunong mag-impressions eh. Yun ang problema sa akin. Hindi ko kaya yun eh.
Mahirap. Talent yun eh.
It's a
si Manjin kasi, actor yan talaga, mga besi. Theater actor yan si Manjin. Kaya magaling manggaya yan.
It's actually pretty interesting though. They're using the familiars para makakuha ng kills dito sa may Serpent Wards. And they're doing a great job so far. But
resummon na lang.
Resummon na lang dito. Just suffer the cooldown. There's gonna be the Fissure, but here comes Maybe. Here comes the rest of LFY. The initiation dito, pero nag-BKB si Ame. Here comes Maybe. Very aggressive dito. The Broodmother with the BKB. Unfazed. The Blade Mail dito para sa Bristol back will not be enough. Na-shackle siya dito. Dream Coil will be committed. Early the Earth Spirit and the Queen of Fate to be caught. Magnetize will be there. Do they have enough damage? Mukhang mapatuman nila dito sa Earth Spirit. Naghahabol ngayon ng LFY. Makakatakbo ba ang Broodmother? The Shadow Shaman is safe for a while. But here comes the Earth Shaker with the TP sa Shrine. But the Hex will be there. The turnaround, will it be enough? Not enough damage. The Shrine will save that Shaker. And that's 2 down para sa LGD. Ang mga cores ng LGD dito, nag-backdown paring Swarly.
Parang Manjin naging Manjin na bigla. Ano ba yung Butters? Ayun wala yung mga sinasabi mo.
Hindi. Nagkakamali na tayo.
LGD, what I believe they could have done better is Broodmother doesn't really, I mean, may BKB na siya, pero he doesn't really offer as much to a team fight as other offlaner. So feeling ko maganda he should have just pressured out other lanes.
Okay.
And made them commit. And when they do commit, kung may BKB, he's not gonna fall very easily. And that could be a very good opening for the other lanes to get some rat Dota in, diba?
Doon na magbe-benefit ngayon yung BKB kung nagra-rat Dota siya kasi hindi siya mapipigilan dito.
Exactly.
Wala naman kasing tago sa BKB dito ng LFI unless magkaroon ng Aghanim Scepter yung the puck. But even then, makapag-TP out pa rin naman ng isang Broodmother with the BKB. So, all in all, tama ka naman. I think that this Broodmother, ang role na kailangan niya gawin is to be that rat. Kailangan niyang role niya is to make space for his team and not participate in 5v5 engagements.
Medyo tama naman yung, I mean, it's not a bad idea yung ginawa niya. Get in front, BKB, use Insatiable Hunger and try to get as much done. Pero kanina, you saw how badly it failed para sa LGD. Shadow Shaman also did a good job na na-shackles niya yung Bristleback for the maximum duration para Queen of Pain as well as Broodmother, they got to work their way into the front line. Pero kinulang pa rin talaga eh. It was really lacking on their side.
Yeah, that's it. Pero all things said and done, mga chong, 8,000 pa rin naman ang kalamangan ng LGD. Sila pa rin ang may control ng game na to. Tough break for them nung previous push, but they are still in the lead. And nagsastruggle pa rin naman. Si Draw Ranger, Echo Snap commitment sa Broodmother. They sniff him out and there's the damage, solo assumption, and the other sources of damage. I think yung Enchanted Totem yung nag-last hit doon. I think so.
And look at that. 4 heroes committed on that Broodmother kill. If LGD was pushing out any other lane, that would have been so much space na created. Pero
oh no, starting the connection on that Shadow Shaman. Naglag ng konti, but still, there is that damage mula doon sa familiars as well as the soul assumption dito naman sa banda baba. They found out the Gyrocopter nag-BKB. There's the Queen of Pain dealing damage, but the Shrine will be there to save him. No Earthshaker will still fall. Nag-aabol dito si Ame. Medyo mababa kanya boy. There's the Gust pushing them back. The Dream Coil as well. And Monet will go for the turnaround. Here comes the Broodmother. Are supplying the slow from the incapacitating bite and will take down that Drow Ranger. That's 2 for 2 so far and maybe closest down on that Visage. Nag-aabol ngayon ang LGD on the Bristleback, but they might be turned around here. There's the damage mula kay Super, but 11 under the cover of the webs will be taken down afterwards. So 3 for 3 with a buyback committed mula sa LGD.
4 for 3
4 for 3 indeed.
So, I mean, LGD and LFY are making hard calls on those buybacks. Parang kanina it was the Earthshaker, now it's on the Broodmother.
Yeah.
Parang they're really trying to salvage fights as much as they can. They don't want to give any momentum talaga to either side. Kasi those aren't buybacks that would normally be committed.
For sure. Usually kasi kapag pag hero down ka, hindi ka na lang lalaban, there is gonna be some aggression dito. The silence commitment though, para sa ating Queen of Pain, no disables, na silence din naman si Pac, so no Dream Coil committed dun sa time na yon. And now Super will dip back to the Roshan. Will LGD contest this? Here comes the Drow Ranger, at with the help of the Precision Aura, talagang makakatulong siya dito if he goes back to the Roshan. And I think LFY makakuha na nila itong Roshan ngayon. Slowly but surely, nagre-regroup ang LGD, but they are a man down ngayon.
Too late, definitely too late. Pero that's still a 5,000 net worth lead in favor of LGD. Tsaka mahirap sa kanila to actually commit a push while Broodmother is alive. Ang pinaka-main objective nila ng LFY at this point, make sure Broodmother is dead before pushing. Kasi if they leave him uncontested, even for just a short while, he can take down objectives.
But how do you deal with that though? What's the answer naman for LFY doon sa will they just wait for LGD na mag-overcommit? Or
no, they find a way to kill the Broodmother before committing LS. Kasi alam nila, usually as the rat player, you are alone
okay.
Bihira ang rat player na may backup. Kaya he's always the vulnerable target in any situation. Especially yung mga anti-mage, mga Broodmother, mga ganun klaseng heroes, Stinker, yung mga talagang split pusher. Nature's Prophet. They're always alone unless plinano talaga ng LGD na mag-bait. Well,
that's also one thing. But so far, ang gagawin lang ng LFY ngayon is just wait so far. Although napakayaman dito ng ating Gyrocopter. There you go. They caught him dito. Monet is still dealing the damage, but here comes 11. May use up siya dito. Makapag-force stuff out si Drow Ranger. Mukhang mag-ahabol pa rin. The body blocks. Syempre hindi mababody block nung mga Spiderlings. Mainit ang laban para panahon dito sa Qatar. Watching while in duty from Kia Motors Qatar. Sabi ni Beware04.
Kia Motors sa Qatar.
Siya yung viewer pa natin yan mula kanina. Maraming salamat sa iyo, Chong.
Beware04. Tsaka LFY, they require the puck or the ES to really make sure they find the initiation onto that Broodmother. Otherwise, he will just BKB out. Ideally, Broodmother talaga ang best. Pero may Aghanim Scepter na rin talaga ang puck at this point. So the Black King Bar, parang nangyari nga kanina. Yung Gyrocopter, he stayed there for 6 seconds, 7 seconds waiting for backup. Fortunately, for both sides, wala talagang team nearby so no clash actually ensued.
Yeah. Now that you talk about that clash, I think na yung LGD dito, LFY, ang ganda ng teamfight nila. Ganda nung 5v5 nila dito as compared to LGD.
Definitely.
Just because yung Broodmother hindi siya effective
Definitely. Like, yun nga yung trade-off naman talaga whenever you pick a rat hero. Your team fight will always pale in comparison to the opponents.
Hi, Fafa Wolf. Sabi ni My Senpai.
Grabe,
What's up?
may Kappa Pride. Kappa Pride pa.
Yeah. Shoutout naman po, sabi ni Torio, 120. Boss Wolf, shoutout sa aming magdotropa na nanonood ngayon. Mula dito sa San Pedro, Laguna, sabi ni Parenthesis 1. Beautiful. Boss Wolf, Kuya Swarly, masarap ba ang bounty fresh chicken? Siyempre naman, Marion Tivar.
Napanood nyo na ba yung yung napakabagong episode na Sakitan Nights?
Smoke daw mula sa LGD. Tama, panoorin nyo yan. Napin nyo sa YouTube.
Ano mo naman yan, pub na pub. Nag-a-analyze si Kuya
Anyway,
Wolf.
here comes the turnaround, the wraparound mula sa LGD, pero call down not as effective. The Echo Slam catches the Queen of Pain. Not enough damage though. The puck will be taken down. Here comes the Serpent Wars committed in the middle of it all. The Super Bristleback will be taken down. Aegis will be popped. But the Draw Ranger dito napatumba na rin ng LGD. Nag-aabol pa rin sila dito. But here comes Super turning it around. Samantala dito sa gilid, napatay nila si DDC on that Visage. BKB activated by Super. Medyo mabagal siya in comparison to the LGD squad. Here comes maybe the slow will be applied. And now the rolling boulder. Wala siyang bato dito, so not land. Here comes the Fisher to stop the aggression from LGD, but it might not be enough. Homing missile, nag-abol. Here comes the Earthshaker with the Totem, but he might pay first. That Sonic Wave catches two, and that's a 5-man team wipe for LFY. Conveniently, nasa lugar na sila ngayon nung Tier 3 tower.
Sobrang perfect yung chase na yun na natapos yung clash, patay na silang kaagad.
Yeah.
And Bristleback, siya lang yung may buyback at this point.
Buys back right now, na-silence siya. At sabi ng LGD, wala kaming pakialam sa'yo, kukuha pa kami ng barracks dito. They're dealing a lot of damage. Now they head on. Nag-pose attention to Bristleback. If this might be a dieback, even through the blade mail, they punch through. 100 seconds indeed without that Bristleback. And the rest will respawn in a few seconds, but the damage has been done.
14,000 lead now. After regrouping at the shrine, regenerating a bit, they will likely go for the shrines of their opponent and push once again, kick them when they're down. That is how to win Dota 2.
Definitely. Totoo yan. Never let your guard down, but right now, there is no guard para sa LFY squad. MKB ang next item dito ng Draw Ranger, pero napakalayo pa niya para ma-pick up yun. Samantala, si Gyrocopter already up with the Butterfly. Incoming Scuddy dito sa kanyang next item. And sabi mo nga, kick them when they're down. LGD still gonna push through their
50 seconds pa yan.
Positioning themselves. Walang tanking nga naman for LFY dito. No Earthshaker ultimate. Meron silang Pack Dream Coil. But right now, the Barracks is now in a big danger. Big trouble, I mean. And wow, that's so quick though mula sa LGD squad.
The power of the Serpent Wards as well as the Mask of Madness ng Gyrocopter, talagang no towers will survive.
Here comes LFY. Wala silang Bristleback so far. They do have the Echo Slam. The silence will be there from the Waning Rift. The Broodmother doing so much work dito, making sure na ina-atake niya si Earthshaker para hindi makapag-blink in. And LGD, magiging masaya na sila. Kontento na sila ngayon sa pag-takedown ng Tier 3 tower dito sa bottom lane. They will back down because they don't have Serpent Wars then. So, clinical and methodical way para sa LGD squad.
Why push the issue, diba? Ahead na ahead sila, 17,000 ahead sa kalaban. Now only 15,000 pero
I think that should be enough. Pa-shoutout daw, sabi ni Long Poop. Hindi ko kasi masabi yung pangalan niya. Medyo kakaiba eh.
Long Poop. Kakaiba. Ayan, dyan pala si SSCCCCC sa chat, oh.
Oo. Sadly, natalo yung team niya kanina eh.
Oo nga eh. Kaya nanonood na lang siya ngayon.
Grabe naman kayo. Hindi naman, nasal lang si Swarly. Nasal, hindi yan. Hindi mahalaga kung paano magsalita si Swarly. Mahalaga, magaling siya mag-analyze. Tama ba tayo dyan, para Swarly?
Pero alam mo naman, ang idol ko mag-analyze dito sa Minesk TV ay si Wolf.
Ay, nako. Hindi naman. Grabe ka naman, sir. Sige po. Oo. Papabili ka daw ba ng dog hat?
Ano yun?
Hot dog.
Ah, okay. Saan?
Wait lang. Chat mo na lang si Captain eh.
Sige.
Beautiful. And yeah, wait now. in this game. 18,000 net worth lead para sa LGD squad. And they're doing a great job ngayon. Ito mga chong, pro tip lang sa mga tropa pips natin. Kapag alam nyong ahead kayo, always push the creep wave out. Para every time na meron kayong chance na mag-push, makapag-push kayo sa any lane. Although Bristleback daw might be in danger, pero nandito pa lang ang kanyang mga teammates dito nakaabang sa kanya. 11 will be caught by the Fisher. Will they push through? Mukhang hindi. Still maybe here in the sidelines. There's the homing missile. Tatama kay Bristleback. Here comes the silence. Gyrocopter very aggressive dito. Hold down. Hindi tatama ng kahit sino. He has got the BKB but it will soon expire. And now they have to back down. LFY will not push through but here comes the Serpent Wards on. So it seems the Earthshaker. Okay, now they're chasing sa dito sa Bristleback. There's gonna be the slow applied. No more BKB para sa Queen of Pain as well as the Gyrocopter. No Serpent Wards as well. I think that's quite a premature commitment though mula dito sa Yao Shadow Shaman. Dito apply sila ng web. 11 though, steps in the wrong neighborhood but he does have the BKB. Shrine will be popped dito. Look at the damage mula kay Gyrocopter and just 11 boxing the rest of the team out para mapatay nila si Bristleback. That's a Bristleback down. No buyback shackle dito. And they will catch the puck dito and that's GG mula sa LFY. Good and methodical takedown mula sa side ng LGD. 32 kills.
Pero 40 minutes lang ang game na to. So, quite surprising for a Chinese game. Usually Chinese games, they always go the distance. So, kung yan yung average natin today, para sa series natin, medyo baka hindi tayo magtatagal ngayon.
Yep, and sorry. Breaks of the game.